What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tez, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, y'all, I'm gonna be telling y'all a story time about how me and two of my other cousins got involved in a fight at school. Now, this whole situation just happened like four or 5 months ago. It happened April the 29th. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe seriously, so y'all can get the whole story. Just gonna jump into the whole little nitty gritty. So this is our junior prom, right? But I'm the only one that went to junior prom. Hold up. My cousins' names are Gregory and Marquise. Those are the two cousins I'm going to be talking about throughout the whole video. All right. So this is after junior prom. So all of this happened within a week span, okay? So it was junior prom, which was on a Saturday. And you know, at most schools, prom, they have a prom after party after the prom, right? So it was a prom after party. Now, me and my cousin Gregory, we didn't go to the prom after party. But I'm the only one that went to prom, though. Neither one of them went to prom, but me or Gregory, neither one of us went to the prom after party. Only our cousin Marquise went to the prom after party. So he had this little situation with a guy who had said something about him, and he didn't like it. So they got into a fight and all this. Now, this started this Saturday. It started, and then went on into the week. So he had a fight with a guy, with one of the boys. And so yeah, they fought that Saturday after the prom at the party. So our cousin Marquise, he didn't come to school Monday because he already knew like the guy's friends was gonna be wanting to, you know, fight, whatever. So he didn't come to school that Monday. But Tuesday he came. And so once he came, my cousin Gregory told me, because me and my cousin Gregory, we had the same class, right? But we're all on the same hallway. So my cousin Gregory and me are in the same class, and then our cousin Marquise, his class was like right across from ours. Once my cousin Gregory told me what they was going to do and everything, what the other guys were going to do, I was like, okay, we can all walk together then. You know, we're not just going to leave our cousin out there hanging by herself. So I was like, we can all walk together then. And so our first period ends at 9:18, y'all. Our first period ends at 9:18. But still, as our period went on, because it was like an hour-long period, so I wasn't even thinking about that. Once the class had started, I didn't even think about what my cousin told me. So we leaving, and mind y'all, we still, like, unknowingly, because I had forgot about the whole situation. I had forgot about it. So we're walking in the hallway, and our cousin Marquise, he had already, he was already gone up the hallway. We was on the same hallway, but he was already gone. I still wasn't even thinking about it, but we was on the business hall. So it's like the business hall, and then you turn left to walk up the main hallway. And we're walking up the main hallway, and me and my cousin Gregory our cousin Marquise, he was already gone. And it was a group of guys in front of us. There wasn't the same guys now. It was a different group of guys. They were in front of us. So we just told them to move because we was like trying to get up the hallway. So we told them to move. And all I heard was vivid movement and lockers clanging. You know when you hit a locker and it make that thing sound like a bell? That's all I heard. And so I was like, because you know I'm short. I'm a little short dude. So I stood on my tips. I was like, is it him? And that's all I thought about instantly, because I had forgot about it. But as soon as I heard that movement, I instantly knew. I was like, is it him? So me and my cousin Greg, we just pushed through everybody. I mean, pushed through everybody. Book bags still on our backs, everything. We just pushed through everybody to get to him. And I seen my cousin, he was taking on 4 guys by himself. He was taking on 4 people. And y'all, instantly, I kind of like hesitated for a moment, because I know I didn't want to throw a punch, because I just knew the consequences of that. And I knew I would get suspended as well, because at our school, we get suspended for 10 days. You get into a fight, you suspended for 10 whole days. So I was like, I hesitated. I thought about that for a moment. But the look my cousin gave me out of the peripheral of his eye as he was fighting, the look he gave me, he might not even remember, but I do. The look he gave me was just like a look of like, not like you better get in here and do something, but it was like a look of like exhaustion or like determination all at the same time. So I just immediately grabbed one of the dudes by the neck, and my cousin Gregory, he slung one of them into the locker, because I just knew like I had to do something. I couldn't just stand there. So I was like, so as they were still fighting and everything, after my cousin Gregory had slung one into the locker and everything, everybody was like grabbing us. So I had a teacher that grabbed me. I had my cousin Marquise, he fell on top of one of the dudes. and the principal instantly grabbed him, like so fast. They instantly grabbed him. And then our cousin Gregory, he was put in a closed room immediately, because most of our principals, administrators, they already know our cousin Gregory, and they already know how he can get. So they instantly put him in a closed area because they already know. So as my cousin was scooped up and hurry up, they hurried up and walked him to the office. I followed right behind him. Like, I was just like, no, I got to go there too. I'm going with my cousin, make sure you're okay. So I went with my cousin, and as we sat in the office, we were sitting there. Well, he was already sitting down when I walked in. And all I did was look at his face and make sure because, you know, he a little light skinned, so he had a little bit of red marks, you know. He had a little bit of red marks, but that was it. And I just looked at his face and made sure he was okay. And I was like, oh, okay, they ain't do no damage. But y'all, when I walked out of that office, I had so much anger that was rising inside of me. I haven't been that mad in a long time, because I really have worked on my anger over these last few years. But I had not been that mad in a long time. I was so mad that happened. And I just walked back to my class, and I did kind of have this back and forth with a friend of the group of guys. She was a friend of one of theirs. And I kind of had this back and forth with her, but it wasn't nothing too major. But y'all, I'm gonna put the messages in there too. I called my aunt. I text my aunt so fast, but in our school you barely get signal in class, and we're not supposed to have our phones out. But I was having my phone out that day. I didn't care what nobody was talking about. No teacher, no nothing. I text my aunt so fast. I said, "Get to the school now," in all caps, because I was so mad, and then there was just so much going on. I just knew I had to text my aunt, but she already knew because the principals had already called her and everything, you know. So that's kind of the first half of the story, y'all. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this, because the second half just get even crazier. So make sure y'all stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, so you can know what's next.